Hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful ladies, beautiful audience, beautiful viewers of this RLC platform. I am very excited to start this session. Just waiting for a few minutes so that other persons can also join. And by the time others are joining, I'll just have a quick recap of the last session so that you all just have a quick recap that what we just did in the last session. So in the first session of this live series, the important lesson was change happens in the present moment. That was the most important lesson which we did in the last session, that change happens in the present moment. And I gave one task in the last session that was a challenge, that what is that one important belief, what is that one important task which you feel that it stops you feel that it's an hurdle in the path of your success. So what is that one belief that you want to shatter? So again, you can write in the chat box that what was that one belief which you all were targeting to shatter down. So in today's session, like whosoever watched that video on various platforms, they asked one specific question in the comments. They asked that how I will understand that what is the goal of my life, how I will understand that, how I'll decide my goal, what is the specific goal which is for me. So this was a very specific question which everybody was asking. So in today's session, I'll cover all these points about how we can write a goal and the complete science behind it, the complete techniques behind it. But before I move forward, I just want to ask one question to all of you, that how many of you believe in affirmations and visualizations? Those who are new to this term, so I'll just give a brief about what is affirmation. Affirmation is nothing but just a positive statement which we write in the present tense. Say for an example, my goal is I want to get a 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'll not write that I want to get a 5 o'clock in the morning. What I'll write, I am getting a 5 o'clock in the morning. For example, I want to be more joyful. So I'll not write that I want to be more joyful. Rather, I'll write I am joyful. I am successful. So all the sentences we write in the present form. That is called the affirmation. So I do a specific course on affirmations, how to write affirmations and how to visualize anything, whatever you want to achieve in your life. So that thing definitely we'll do in a different course. Okay, so today I'll just explain you that what is the science behind affirmation. Like many says that affirmations work amazing for them. They write the affirmation and it just work like anything. But many says one specific point, that they do affirmations, they write the affirmation, they read the affirmation, but still it doesn't work for them. Nothing happened for them when they write or when they speak the affirmations. And both the things are true. Before we proceed forward, one more question, that how many of you believe in law of gravity? Gravity means when I drop anything, it will definitely fall down. Nobody will say that I drop anything, it will go up in the air, it will go up in the sky. So we all believe in the law of gravity. Similarly is the law of affirmations. There is nothing challenging about this law. The only thing we need to understand that how this law work. What are the do's and don'ts of this law? And for the all people for whom this law doesn't work, why it doesn't work, what wrong I am doing, you can understand it with the example of cooking. For example, we all cook. That's very common thing. We all cook. So someday you feel ki today my shahi paneer is not as good as it should be, and suddenly you remind that, oh, I forget to add kasuri methi in my this today's dish. So similarly, the similar thing happens with the affirmations, that if you miss the key points, if you miss the important points in the affirmations while writing or while speaking anything, so definitely it will not work. I'll give you one more example here. For example, there's somebody saying, I write the positive statements, I do the affirmations, 5 minutes. I speak all the good points, I visualize about it, I do everything. But what happens after that 5 minutes? The entire day. The entire day I'm in a state of anger, frustration, I'm irritated, worried, fearful. Then definitely that affirmations will not work no matter how many times you write. So just by writing or just by speaking, it won't work. That is the catch, that is the key. It won't work like this. It will work only and only when you will be like that. Yes. So if I'm saying I am joyful, you need to feel and act in a joyful manner. Then the 100% result is guaranteed. I can say with 100% confidence that the results will come. So what is the basic ingredient in writing and speaking the positive affirmations or positive sentences? It's that you simply don't need to write and speak. You need to feel about it. It's not just speaking, it's feeling. That's the important ingredient, key ingredient, which usually people miss. And how to feel your affirmations, how to feel that once I'm writing, I'm joyful, I'm actually joyful, I'm actually feeling joyful. That's the science, that's an art. One more example I'll give you here. There are many people who says that I do affirmations 100 times in a day. I wrote it, I speak it, I do everything for the affirmations. Many times I write and I speak. But still it didn't work. So now my reply would be, because you are writing it 100 times, probably that's the reason it's not working. Because you are only writing affirmations. And I'm saying, only writing won't help. It will help, but when it will help, no idea. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years. When it will work, no idea. But along with the writing, along with the being, along with the feeling, that particular thing, when you start taking your action plans, when you make your complete goals, complete action plan, and you start taking small steps, very, very tiny steps, and start working on those small steps, then 100% your affirmation will work. 100%. I'm speaking it on this platform. 100% it will work. Okay, I'll give you one more example. When we are ill, we go to doctor. The doctor gives us medicine, prescribes us medicine, and along with the medicine, the doctor gives the do's and don'ts. For example, the dose of medicine. At what time it has to be taken, before meal or after meal, what you have to eat in the food when you are taking that medicine, proper rest. So there is a complete process of taking that medicine. Same thing happens with the case of affirmations. The time, the dose, the technique, the process, all are important. Every point, every step is important. That's why I'm telling affirmation is a science. It's not a simple technique, it's process. It's a completely science-driven process. It's a hardcore science which we need to understand before we start to practice it. So, as I gave you initially the example of law of gravity, that every time when we drop anything, definitely it will fall to the ground. Because we all have seen it, हमने देखा है, that's why we believe. And for everything it is said, कि जब आप देखते हैं तब आप बिलीव करते हैं. Once you see, once you experience, then you believe anything. So, to explain you the magic of affirmations, let's experience today. So today's lesson, today's challenge is all about experience. What experience I want to give you today? You all have to write a goal. Any goal, anything. You all have to write a goal which you want to accomplish in next 3 months only. We are taking the target of only 90 days. Any goal which you want to accomplish in the period of 90 days, in the period of 3 months. When you write your goal, write your why with that. why this goal is important for you. For example, you are writing that I want to reduce weight. But why? Because after 3 months is my wedding anniversary and I want to get fit into that particular beautiful dress. I want promotion and salary hikes. Why? Because I promised my family a foreign trip this year. I want to change my job near to my house. Why? So that I can give more time to my family. So whatever is your why, you have to write it along with your goal. That's very, very important. And that's a very important point which usually we miss. We write the goals, but we forget to associate that why. If there are many whys in your goals, you can write almost all or as many why as you can write. One more important thing, it's not necessary that your goal should always be a typical corporate goal. That I want to achieve this, I want to have this target. It's not necessary. Your goal can be tangible, your goal can be emotional or both. For example, I want to reduce my anger in the next 90 days. I want to reduce my anxiety in the next 90 days. I want to be more happy and less fearful in the next 90 days. I want less conflicts in my relationship. Yeah, that can also be a goal. I want to be more happy. That can also be a goal. So a goal can be anything. Anything. Tangible or intangible. But it is always a measurable goal. When we are writing any goal, we can always measure. I want to hit that sales in the next 90 days. So there are some numbers which are measurable. But when I'm writing, I want to reduce my anger. That is also measurable. Today, how many times I was just furious in the particular day? How many times I was feeling irritated? How many times I laughed in the particular day? So emotional goals are also measurable. That's a mistake which usually people do. They feel that only tangible goals are important, but emotional goals are also measurable. Okay, so whatever goals you want to write, you can write. If you want your goal, if you want me to check your goal, whatever you have written is right or not, whether it is in the correct tense or not, you can send it to me. I can just revert to you that whatever goal you have written, whether it is right or not. So goal written done, you have associated your why with the goal. 2 points are done. Now comes the most important point, which is the kasuri methi of your goal, which we missed in our important dish. What is that? We neglect the basic requirement, the key ingredient. And probably that is the biggest hurdle in achieving the goal. What is that? It's your emotion. Yes, it's your emotion. If you set the right emotion and you are focused towards your goal, again I am telling, it's 100% that your goal will be achieved. And if your emotion is right, if your intentions are right, not only the right things will happen associated with your goal, but whatever bad has happened, if anything wrong has happened, that also will be corrected. It sounds magical, but no, it's not magic. It's a science. It's a process. So again, I'm repeating. Whatever is your goal, anything which you want to achieve, any belief which you want to shatter, as I told you in the last session, any issue which you want to resolve or dissolve, the first and foremost need, the first and foremost task which you all have to work is work on your emotions. How you will work? You have to see that entire 24-hour cycle. Chalo 24 hours leave, entire 16 hours of cycle. Rest of the time we are sleeping. What is your emotional state? For the emotional mastery, I do an extensive course and you can write to me. But now I'll tell you one example that how you can check your emotions, how you can check that what is my emotional state. I'll just give you one example. Check that how many times in a day you blame others for anything. Yeah. Check how many times in a day you blame others for anything? For example, he didn't give water to the plants, इसलिए plants dry हो गए. I told to give water. My junior didn't give the assignment on time, that's the reason the work got delayed. Arey Baba, you didn't pick up the call. Na? I just called you. That's the reason we are late for the movie. So every time, what I am doing, I am blaming. I am blaming others. So now you will tell me, but tell me, I am not mad. Na? I am having reasons. That's why I am telling to the other person. That's why I am blaming the other person. I am not mad that unnecessarily I am putting blame on others. But the truth is, you are habitual of blaming. And that's why you are finding more blame game. Yes, you all would be finding it. No, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. But yes, you are habitual of blaming. And that's the reason you are finding more and more reasons to blame. And why I'm saying again and again it's a science, because it's a science. Once you start believing on anything, your brain is very powerful. Your brain will find n number of examples to prove and validate you that whatever you are believing is true. For example, if you believe that reducing weight is not my cup of tea, it's very difficult. कहाँ weight reduce होता है? So believe me, your mind will tell you many incidents, many examples, and you will again believe that reducing weight is not easy. You will get many marriage invitations and wedding invitations and many party invitations. Whosoever will come to you, come with the sweets only. You will feel a lot of craving to eat junk food. And you will say, मैंने कहा था ना, reducing weight is not easy. If any one of you is feeling that life is tough, so your life will give you reasons to validate your belief, to validate. Yes, life is tough, because you are telling me life is tough. So my job is to just empower your belief. Many times it happens that you say कि that person will not understand. वो नहीं सुधरेगा, उसको कितना भी बोलो वो नहीं सुधरेगा. So your mind will search, or sometimes your mind will even create the reasons to validate this point, and then you will say कि मैंने बोला था ना, I told you. That person will not understand. He will remain same. So what we are doing? Think about it. What we are doing. And that's a game of emotional mastery. That's a game of how you master your thoughts. So in the next session, we'll talk more about this blame game and what are the techniques so that we can come out of this blame game. It is not blaming others. It is blaming ourselves as well, which is even more harmful. So next session, I'll cover all the points related to this blame game. And to sum up today's session, what we did today, we understood that how to write a goal. What is important when writing a goal? You have to associate your why with it. It's very important. When you are writing your affirmations, you need to associate your feeling with that. You need to get associated with it emotionally. Only writing will not help. If you want details on these topics, you can write to me. On affirmations, goals, blame, definitely I'll cover in the next session. But if you want any help, you can write to me on this RLC platform. It's a wonderful platform. We are all open. We all are connected as a family. And I am committed to help you in achieving your emotional mastery and in fulfilling your affirmations. So anytime you can write in the comment section. I'll share my mail ID as well in the description once this video will be posted. And stay connected. Keep achieving your goals. Keep fulfilling your goals. Keep creating your dream life for yourself and for your loved ones. Thank you.